Hey everybody, I'm Yellow Shy. I'm going to welcome you back to more Pokemon Colosseum. I also do more than just welcome you to it, though I also play through the game and talk through it. Anyways, last time we finished up and got done Mount Battle. That was really exciting, and there's one quick thing I'm going to do before we actually progress on, and it's going to be giving this TM31 Brick Break to him on top, because I'm going to be using it. I'm going to be sick and tired of it, trying to use triple kick. So I'm going to use Brick Break. What is the power on this thing? It's Brick Break 75, triple kick's 10, 20, and then 40. So that's just 70. So overall, Brick Breaks does more damage, and it has better accuracy, and it will always do the same amount of damage. It's not like triple kick where unreliably will hit only one time. Things like that. So if you actually remember, if you've actually been watching the Let's Play for the past month, or was watching it about a month ago and actually remember what's going on, kudos to you, because I almost forgot. If you haven't been watching for the last month, well, again, you've missed absolutely nothing. So we finished up with the Under last time, figured out that they were sending the Pokemon, Shadow Pokemon, the Shadow Pokemon Lab through this dotted line here on the map, which is the train tracks, which is what the train was. And then we got to the Under and all that good stuff. And those guys exploded that floor, and they left the main gate key on the other side, which was the main gate key to the Shadow Pokemon Lab. So that's this right here. So we'll use that, and I believe there's an item over here. There's right here. There we go. What is inside? It's a full heal. Okay, 2 full heals. I actually recorded this once already, but I didn't really like the way it turned out, so I had to do it again. Anyways, there's 2 doors you can go through, except for this door shutter, I guess it calls it. Door is locked, so obviously we'll go through this one. And, well, it's a key slot, and, well, can't really use the main gate key went away unless the jail key works. No. So the card key is needed to open the door, so we can't go any further there. But there's this purple computer here, and it's the shutter switch. And if you press that, it'll open this door. So kind of a complicated start. It took me forever to figure that out the first time I played this game, mostly because I didn't ever think about going and looking up walkthroughs and things like that on the internet, which I really don't like doing, which is not good advertising for me, because that's basically what I'm letting you do, but whatever. We got 3 PP ups there, that's very nice. Nice thing about this game is it'll automatically transfer them to the PC if your bag is full. In that case it was, so PP ups are transferred to the PC, which is good because you don't really need those right away. You kind of use them whenever you want. Go down here, and you can see there's a little scientist dude over there. I'll talk to him in a second. Head down these stairs, and this is kind of where they exploded the floor earlier, like where we were in the Under. So this is... Oh. Main gate key was just a few steps south of there on the other side. There's 3 elixirs down here. Remember seeing that box down there when we were over on the other side. And we'll walk up, and we'll talk to this guy. Well, we won't talk to him. He's going to complain here. This is discrimination. Why do they single me out for these extra assignments? They're still packing left to move out of this lab, grumble. Oh, packing. So you guys are leaving out of the lab, are you? Okay. Researcher Myron. And he's got 2 Voltorbs. And I don't think I switched my Pokemon, did I? Maybe I did. Did I put him on top and Umbreon? No, I didn't. Okay. That'll be for next battle then. I'm going to be using the 2 of them. Oh, that's right. I forgot I taught you Flamethrower. That's right. We'll just quickly get rid of these 2. Won't take long. Yes, the nice thing is you can see levels 38, so these battles will be a lot shorter. So I'm kind of glad I did go up Mount Battle, because now the levels are higher, which is going to make the rest of the battles a lot quicker. If you kind of average it out, I would probably guess that about 90% of the LP of the video footage is actually battling. So if you can shorten that, then you can considerably shorten the LP. Of course, being a lower level did take a lot longer to get up Mount Battle, but I figure if I was spending so much time doing it, I might as well spend a little bit longer when I'm a bit lower level, so that the rest of the game goes by faster. So when we're actually going into the story kind of thing here, and there's an item on the ground, and it happens to be the card key. Wow, who thought that? So now we can go all the way back and go into the, I guess, the main lab. I don't know. That guy was talking about them packing up, so I guess that means they're almost done. So we better hurry up and raid this place before they actually pack out. Although I doubt they would just show all the cipher peons walking out. So we will put the card key through the card key slot, I guess, or the key slot. Specifically the key slot for the card key, I guess, and we'll head down the elevator. And it'll take us down. Very nice, very nice. So we go down, and there's, as I know the lab looked pretty small to begin with, but this is why, because it's so big this way, and there's a guy there you can battle. I didn't even, I said I was going to, and then I never did switch them, so I better do that. You can battle that scientist there, but I'm going to come back to that in a little bit. I'm going to head this way first, and we're going to get stopped right about here. There we go. And intruder alert, yeah, well that's what the other guy thought, and he made a good conclusion. I don't know, that was... Never mind. Getting ahead of myself, I was thinking, my god, that's how weird my memory is. Because I was thinking that that's what the other scientist we were talking to said, but that's actually the one that I would just pass there in that room with it looked like kind of like a meeting room that we just passed. I said we'll battle him later. I'm pretty sure when I recorded this earlier today and it didn't work, I'm pretty sure that's what he said. So forget that I said that, because I'll probably say that later. So yeah, we got a shadow apalm here. There we go. That's much nicer to just one single move. It doesn't have to, you know, attack 3 times. It's just boom, there we go. And he's got a remoraid. It's kind of a disappointing, like, the amount of experience that we're getting out of this after kind of all the after all that we were getting to begin with, you know, like towards the end of my battle, everything was given over 1,000 experience almost each, you know, because the Pokemon are like level 50s and things like that. I don't know if I should. This is what I did last time, actually. I used Rapid Spin on Apalm, and I used Feint Attack on Remoraid. It seemed to work alright. Remembering what I did, I don't know, it was like 8 hours ago when I tried to record this. And it was just really messy. Honest to God, the phone rang like twice during like a 10-minute span, and I was just like, oh my god. So I was like cutting things out, and it would have just been really messy. So I thought, you know what, let's just redo it. So we got a cast form. That's his last Pokemon, and I think I'm going to throw an Ultra Ball here at what's your name there, Apalm, and I'll use Brick Break on cast form, and we'll see if. Of course, Apalm looks like it should be easy to catch because it's small, and that's just the kind of consensus you make. It doesn't have to cram itself inside the Pokeball as much because it's smaller, but I don't know, these shadow Pokemon in this area seem to be very hard to catch, and unfortunately there's not a lot of very good Pokemon, like as far as I would say, like you wouldn't probably use Apalm on your team. There's a lot of not that great Pokemon in this area, so kind of disappointing, I guess. I don't know if that's what you want to call it, but I mean, when you get to this point of the game anyways, you shouldn't really be waiting on, you know, you should have pretty much a team sort of planned out and at least have 4 or 5 of your Pokemon by now. So I guess it's not that big of a deal, but no, him on top. We already got a Ultra Ball going there. I don't know if I ever explained that, but you can only actually have 1 Pokeball loaded in the snag machine at one time, so you can only throw 1 per turn, which makes sense. But I always thought that was disappointing that you couldn't throw 2 Ultra Balls in the same turn. Because sometimes the Shadow Pokemon's the last Pokemon left, and you got nothing to do against it. You know, you're not really sure what you're gonna do with your other Pokemon because it's already so weak. And oh well. Now that's probably weak enough in case. This one doesn't seem to like use Shadow Rush. They all seem to have their own sort of attack pattern. Some of them just seem to use Shadow Rush all the time. Some of them use their other moves. I don't know. Of course, when we catch it, though, we don't have any other moves, so I don't really know how they have the other moves. I don't know. Some weird Pokemon logic, I guess. So we'll throw this Pokeball. Come on, this one better work. Third time's a charm. That's what a fool will tell you, according to Clint Black. And nope. And yeah, this is the boring part here. If this, I shouldn't take too long. It only took about 3 Ultra Balls last time, 6 or 7 hours ago, or what did I think I concluded that it was 8 before. Hopefully this one will work. I used to think that holding buttons down on your controller would make it better to catch a Pokemon. Because I think once I was really struggling to catch a Pokemon and it wasn't working, and then I held a couple of buttons and then it actually caught it. So I was thinking that, oh, you must have to do that. And then of course it was actually working a few times and I had to try it. So I'm like, oh yeah. So then I started telling all these, all my friends about it or whatever, all these people about it. And yeah, you can just do this. And then they come and like, no, that doesn't work. I'm like, yeah, it does. And come on, show you. And then I do it. It doesn't work. It didn't work quite out like that way, but you get my drift. Anyways, what are we at? Oh no, we're just at 11 minutes. That's not too bad. Actually, that's pretty much where I was last time I tried to record this. Anyways, oh, there's a guy there. You can actually skip this guy if you walk behind him. You can actually go around it and skip this guy named Oddlow. Not sure why you'd have a name like that. I don't know. I'm pretty embarrassed if my name was Oddlow, or I don't know. I just gotta stop trying to think of reasonings or whatever that they would actually have for these names, but I don't know. It's hard to sometimes. Anyways, we got Magnemite and a Magneton. Jeez, I couldn't speak there for a second. Anyways, let's use Secret Power on Magnemite, and we'll use Brick Break on Magneton. And just like that, Magneton should go. Critical hit for good measure. And I always thought, Magneton, well, why doesn't Magnemite know a move called I don't know. I'm trying to think of or Diglett. Why don't they know a move called Duplicate or something? Because it sure seems like that's what they do. When they evolve, like Magnemite, it just all of a sudden evolves. It's like, oh, there's 2 more Magnemites. Wow. You should just know the move Duplicate. I don't know. Anyways, enough blabbering about that. This battle. Come on, critical hit. Get it down. Oh yes, that was a much needed critical hit for time-wise. Anyways. Umbreon's almost 51, and he should be actually after we get rid of this. Well, Magnemite might not get it there. I don't know. I got got my drink. It's a ruby red grapefruit. Used to never like that stuff as a kid. I never used to like bitter kind of tasting drinks and things like that when I was a kid, but. No, they're very thirst quenching. Anyways, so you can actually, like I said, you can actually go around this way and then sneak around this way, and you could actually have avoided that trainer. And oh, he just comes up. He's like, "So you're shy, aren't you?" The word is you've been wrecking havoc with our plans. Yes, we have, Mr. Corrin, researcher Corrin. So as you can see, it looked kind of like a dead end room. This is also where you found Professor Crane, I believe. The room you found Professor Crane in when. He gets it. I always think it's a she. I don't know why. Or I just, there's lots of people. I always just say she for some reason. I don't know why. But I believe this is also the room that you find Professor Crane when they abduct her. In Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. But I don't want to say too much about that game because I might be LPing that game later on, which I kind of plan to eventually. I don't know. I don't want to do back-to-back Pokemon games or anything like that. So I'll probably wait a little while, but still plan on doing it eventually. I guess if you... In my mind, everything is a future possible LP, so I guess... I guess I can't talk about any kind of game then, right? Can't spoil for a game that I might do 8 years down the road. As if hopefully I'm still LPing 8 years from now. Fun thing to do, but anyways, let's stop being inspirational and political, because we got a battle to finish that we are going to finish. We're at about 15 minutes in, not even yet. just coming up to, I would say. It's always hard because I like turn the recording on. I don't actually say hello until like probably 30 seconds until I've recorded. By the time I actually end up sitting down, grab a drink, and actually sort of sync my audio and video together and everything, by the time you do all that, it's just, you know, it takes about 30 seconds. Anyways, the shadow Pokemon that were made here must have been, or here have been transported out already. Battle all you want. There's no stopping our shadow Pokemon plan now. Oh, okay. But it's dead. And ooh, look at it, Scrub over there. Hey, how's it going, man? He's looking at us. How is he doing that? He's looking our way. How does he know we're there? God, how do we know he's there? I don't know. There's something on the table here, though, and this would be the down Saint key. I used to think that was like a Saint Bernard, but no, I think that stands for street. I don't know, down street key. I don't know. Anyways, I think I'm going to end this video off right here. So next time on Pokemon Colosseum, we will continue on, I guess. Oh, Hitmontop's almost down. So, thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys later. Thank you so much for watching again. I said that like 10 seconds ago. Goodbye.